Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. It is another live stream on Ustream TV, Kagedfish on Ustream TV. I broadcast live every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I do various different things, and then I do record the live stream and I put it on YouTube for those people that can't go to the live stream so that we can watch the recordings a couple of times if we need to. Go back for looking for stuff and seeing how things were done and how did she do that? What did she say about that? I'd like to put the recordings on YouTube. So I got a couple of things. I have gotten over 2,000 subscribers. I need to start the giveaway. I have got the stuff ready for the giveaway, but doing the giveaway itself takes a little bit of time. And I want to give a lot of time. I want to give like 2 weeks for people to comment on the video so that they can enter the giveaway. So I have not started it yet. I've not made the video for it, but it is coming. I'm kind of hoping I will get it up this week. It needs to go up soon. I would like to do the giveaway. It's just a matter of timing. I want to be able to make sure I do it well and I don't miss anybody. And I want everybody to be able to enter. So it is in the works. I am working on that. I'm also working on videos for the easy collage. Had a little bit of difficulty last week. I'm getting it straightened out. It'll work. It will work. I'll get it up. I will get it up. So today we are working in the FIBS book, the FIBS Collage Book. We are doing collage number 3. And Theresa, also known as Mountain Dreamer, sent me this whole package of way too much stuff. So let's take a look at what we got to work with today. She sent some stuff that I've never worked with before, never thought about working with before, never even heard of. But there's a bunch of stuff here. Now, if you are sending stuff for doing collage, please don't send this much. This is overwhelming. This is way too much stuff. I appreciate it, Theresa. I know that you meant well, and you wanted a lot of stuff for me to choose from, but there's too much stuff to choose from, and I am having some difficulty. I did take a peek at this when it came, just so I had an idea of what I was working with, to give myself an idea of what kinds of things I would need. So if you are sending stuff, don't overwhelm me. Please don't overwhelm me. It's okay, Theresa. It's okay. I'm just, for future reference, let's just, don't scare me. Don't scare me, because there's a lot of stuff in here. Like I said, a lot of stuff I've never used before, I've never seen before. I don't know how to use, so it will be a great challenge for me, but there are so many different kinds of things that I want to include, and I won't be able to include all of it. So that is really where it is a problem for me, because I want to use it all, or I want to use a lot of it, but there's not going to be enough room on the page. Hi, Sarah. She sent tickets. I love tickets. Love, love, love tickets. Wish tickets. I'm gonna have to. I'm thinking I want to put wish tickets on the page of hers. There is so much stuff. I'm gonna go through it. Things that I think I might use, I'm gonna put in this little bucket here, and other things I'm gonna put aside. There's no way I can put all this on one page. So I'm gonna have to be really, really selective and really focus, Carla. I'm already distracted. She sent a wonderful, let me get some lights going. It's been really hot, so I don't want to, I'm overheated already. She sent a wonderful little pocket card. Really pretty. And it opens. And it's got a pocket in it. Isn't that pretty? And she sent an ATC. Love that. And there's a tag. And another tag with a feather all cut out and glitter and shimmer. So that is very pretty, very nice. Thank you so much. It's really a cool little thing here. I want to get it all in there without damaging anything. So yeah, really, really cool. I'm going to put that aside. I'm not sure exactly where to put it so I don't lose it. That does not go in the collage. All right. So she has sent a bunch of little, I don't know, I think some of them might be Tim Holtz stuffs, little, what do you call these? Little ephemeras. And it looks like she sent more than one package because there's tons of them. There's some life cards. I think those are life cards. And some other little bits, some little words. I need to pull out some of this stuff for the collage. I don't know what to pick is my problem. I really don't know what to pick. The life cards really is interesting. I want stuff to kind of go together. That's kind of cool. I need some light colored stuff for the background, so I'm kind of pulling out some light colored bits. There's more stuff on the bottom. This is really overwhelming. I want it to be blendable on the background. That seems too dark. Some of it's really cool stuff. There's some flower bits in here, which would be kind of cool. Some pictures. I don't know what to do here. Lots of flower bits. Lots and lots. And some leaf bits. She made some leaves out of boxes. I didn't notice that before. How cool is that? Cake mix box. Very neat. Very neat. That I might want to include that. I don't know what side I like better though. Let me put it in the box here so I can look at it again. And these are textured leaves too. Very cool. Let me put these leaves in the box so I can find them again. A lot of little words. I'm finding them everywhere. I'm trying to find some more really cool little leaves. You must have done a die cut with these, right? Hi, Kimberly. Let me put the leaves-ish things together. This is a little piece of tissue paper or something. This is really kind of neat. That would be a good blending kind of thing. Here's a bicycle. It's a dimensional bicycle. It's kind of heavy. I'm kind of afraid to put it on a page, but it's really cool. Let me put that to the side because I'm not sure about it. And let me keep gathering these flowers. They're all kinds of different sizes. These would make a page all by themselves. And there's some fabric ones, which are really cool. Do I have, there are more leaves. More leaves, more flowers, more leaves. More leaves. That one's folded. That one's kind of cool. Oh dear. Ooh, that's kind of neat too. Let me put that in there because it's a nice light color. And the eye chart's a nice light color. And these are really kind of cool too. They're little bits, shapes. The flowers and the leaves are Tim Holtz. The heavy gel, I don't know if I've got a heavy gel medium. I've just got a normal matte medium. I don't think I don't have a heavy one. But these are cool. I kind of want to look at those again when I get a background down. Look at this watch. I like that. But I have a feeling I'm going to have too much stuff. And here's another little envelope, a little baggie full of little shaped stuffs. Can we see it? Are those Tim Holtz also? Those are kind of cool. They would add some interesting little details. So let me put those aside. I mean, there's just so much stuff. It is overwhelming. Here's a border. I'm going to put that on the side. And some more, looks like background stuff. I'm going to have way too much background stuff, so I'm going to be able to pick and choose. More words, that's true. Here's a little key. Here's another flower. Here's an acorn. Little tiny details. I like this little crown too. Put that there. A lot of how many packages did you send? The heart? I didn't see the heart. These are really cool patterns. I love them. I just can't use everything. Here's more words. I'm going to put the words there. All right, so I've got these flowers. Let me put the flowers on the side here. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. I'm going to sneeze. Okay, so here's a couple of cool little things. And I don't have a piece of white paper out here so we can see it. My throat's going to close up now. All right, so she sent some transparencies. Hey, Carol. Little one. I don't know if I've ever used transparencies in a collage, so I don't know. I'm trying to think about how to attach this kind of stuff, like that one, and I would like to use the transparencies because I just love them. Look at this one with the ballerinas. This one might be too big for the page, and I don't want to cut it down at all because it's perfect size, so I'll have to investigate that a little bit later. Another thing that I've never seen before and never heard of is this, and I asked Theresa about it. Hi, another Theresa, Crafting Chaos. This is ice resin. Theresa called it ice resin, and she uses it as pages in her book. I looked it up. It's a resin for jewelry making, and it dries clear, and it's supposed to be pretty sturdy stuff. And she's put some little bits of glitter and some interesting things in here. And it's got some texture to it. It's bumpy. I'm not sure what the bottom paper is, but that is really kind of cool. But the resin itself is this clear stuff. Hi, Dorothy. Attached with tiny brads. We're gonna see. I really think it's cool stuff. She said that it works with matte medium, so I'm not sure if I wanna. I might not want to glue it down because I like looking at both sides. I'm not sure. I'm going to put that aside. I really like it. I don't know what to do with it though. more, all kinds of stuff. And I don't think this is the right color, but it's really cool. So we're going to put that one aside. All kinds of sayings, words. Like I said, I am overwhelmed with all the stuff. There's way too much to choose from. Oh, here's some more flowers. Let me put that in the flower department. She sent napkins, tons of napkins. San Francisco, birthday girl. I like this color with the other little bits. So I'm thinking that maybe I should use some of that. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to put that napkin aside. I'm just not sure what I'm going to use. Here's another one with some flowers, some animals, the beach scene, and that would be a nice words. Words always seem to escape me. A nice blending, light background kind of material. So we'll have to investigate that later. Some numbers, more napkins, lots of leaves. So we've got a theme going on. I see 3 or 4 pages in here. She sent some Tim Holtz papers, lots of them. I think I've got this pad, the 6x6 pad. I really like it. Love all the animals on that one. Love it. And all kinds of good stuff. They might be too dark for backgrounds though. Here's another piece. She painted it. I see paint on the back, so it looks like it might be alcohol inks with plastic wrap. It's a shiny paper. It's almost like photo paper. It's a nice delicate, really delicate color. Really pretty. And I like the lightness of it. It would be very good for background, so I'm going to put it in the box. And she sent a couple more pieces. I really do think it's photo paper because it's really glossy, and kind of stiff stuff. It's stiff stuff and some great colors. So I'm going to put it in here just for options for backgrounds. Here's some more stuff that she's painted. I'm not sure what she's painted it with. I see brush marks in it. That's a great color. Again, I don't know what I need to use. I'm going to sneeze again. I feel like I need to sneeze. This must be alcohol inks on photo paper. Look how cool that is. Isn't that neat? Glossy cardstock. Glossy cardstock. It's not photo paper, it's glossy cardstock, she says. Interesting, cool stuff. Look at that. I have not used alcohol inks. I had some about 15 years ago, and I used them all up. I used them mostly on metal. I don't think I used them on paper. And they dried up. They're long gone, and I've not gotten any since. Some more of this little tissue paper. That's great background idea stuff. This looks like wax paper with some color on it. Again, it's good. It's going to be a good background kind of something. Interesting colors. Some marbled paper. I've got way too much choices. I don't know what I'm going to do. Some more wax paper with some color. Here's it feels like wallpaper. It's really thick. The color's wonderful. It's sparkly. I will put it in here because I'm not sure what to do with it. All right, so we have aluminum foil. She's alcohol inked aluminum foil. I've never used aluminum foil. I've never thought about using aluminum foil. But this stuff is pretty cool. And I am going to have to figure out how to put at least one little piece of this in this collage because that was really, really interesting. Can we see the detail on it, or is it too shimmery? It's a great color. You can't tell. It looks kind of silver in the camera, but it's all gold, red, and it looks like dark brown. Probably dark brown. There's excuse me. Oh dear, I'm gonna choke now. Sorry. Oh, there's no silver. She's painted. There's the silver part. You can see how silver the other part is. And this is all gold. She's put all this color on here. And it kind of got a little munched in the envelope, but it's really neat. The edges are all curled under here. So I will work with that. Actually, that's going to take up my whole basket over there. And some paper towels. I have never worked with paper towels. Never, never. So this is going to be a big challenge for me because a lot of this stuff, I've never used glossy cardstock. I've never used aluminum foil. I've never used paper towels. I've never used transparencies. So I want to use all these cool and interesting different things, but I don't know how. I've never had a practice. I have no idea what to do. And I'm going to choke again. Sorry. So paper towels with all kinds of interesting colors. And look at that. Oh, I didn't even see this one. Look at that green. You can't see it in the camera. It's teals and greens, and oh dear, it's pretty. This stuff is so cool. So I am going to stick with this stuff. I'm just going to have these up on top here for options. These I think I am going to put someplace else and do something else with them. I just have too much stuff. I don't want to take it too far. Actually, let me take this stuff out and put this stuff in the basket so I can grab it if I need to. Let me put these little words and stuffs over here so I can see it when I get to that place. Hi, Vicki. Hi, McLinda. You just sent stuff for me to play with and didn't think I'd use it all. Okay. Well, you gave me too many choices and I want to play with all of it. I want to play with all of it. I'm liking all those colors. So now that I've got this stuff out, let me put the leaves over here too because I need them somewhere where I can see them. These are the special ones. There's just so many different things that I've never used before and would like to try my hand at them. And what better place than in this FIBS Collage Book to give it all a try. I'm going to put that on the side so I can look at it again if I need to. I love these little wish tickets. I love the wish tickets. We're just going to put them right there so I can see them. And let's get the book out. We got the two collages in here. And we're going to take that signature out to work on it. Get that out of the way. Get my page out here. See what we're working with. Is that here? There's one more page here. All right, so here is my page, and I usually work with a glue stick, but this stuff is going to require matte medium. So and I'm not very good at matte medium, so this might take me a minute or two to figure out what in the world I am doing. I love these transparencies, and it would fit. Oh, oh dear. And that, you know what would be fun is making a pocket to put stuff in like this so I can play with it at a later date and not actually having it glued in. A pocket would be good. There's plenty of stuff to make pockets. All right. All right. That would solve some of the problem, or I could add more stuff. I like the transparency, but if I put anything, I'm going to lose that. So I'm going to sneeze again. I like these together. I like that. Where's that? It's really dark though. I like this paper towel. I've never used paper towels. Let me put those over here. That looks a little bit better. I can see them. I like the paper towel. Can I use other stuff? That would make a great pocket. Nice and sturdy. I like this idea of a pocket to put stuff in. I got the washi tape out so that I could maybe attach things with washi tape. Sorry, my mind, I can't think and talk at the same time. I really can't talk and think at the same time. And these are so cool too. Look at all this color. Unbelievable color. I want to use some of that aluminum foil. I want to use, this would be a great pocket too. I like the colors in this, but there's not a lot of green stuff. Maybe if I just made rainbow colors, because that, I really like this transparency. And I really think it needs to be out where we can see it. That would make a great pocket too. I am going to sneeze again. Hi, Jean. Hi, CB. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I just don't want to drip over everything. All right. All right. I am overwhelmed with neat stuff. I am overwhelmed. Really, really. I really want to be able, these houses are really cool too, but I lose the ballerinas on that. Oh, I'm so overwhelmed. Let's see. I need a direction. I need a direction. I love the little silver, the gold bits here. That would go neat with the aluminum foil. Let's bring the aluminum foil out. Oh, we'd be able to see the ballerinas on the aluminum foil. Let's see here. Oh, what do I do? And I really like this piece as well. Really, really. I think I need to make pockets. I got things I can put in pockets. How do I make pockets on this page, and what do I put on the background? I am really overwhelmed here, and then I'm having heat flashes on top of it. I did not look at all this stuff well enough to come up with a game plan here. Okay, these are good pocket type things to make pockets out of. These would be good collage-y bits. This, I love the color. Oh, here's another one. Did I see this one? I don't know if I saw that one. Where has that been hiding? That's a nice green, olive green purple thing. Oh dear. I could do, oh, that looks really good with that. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, I'm thinking I need to stick with, I like this one because it's got a lot of different colors in it. It's got a little bit of green, it's got some gold bits, it's got some pink, the orange, and the yellows. As I really want to use aluminum foil, just a little bit, but I don't want it to stick out like a sore thumb. There's another piece of that. Did I see that before? I think I did. There's just so much stuff, I can't even remember what I've seen. So I like this for a background. How am I going to put a pocket on there? A pocket on a collage. Let me put these away out of my sight for the time being. And this seems too busy for this. So let me put that aside right now. If I narrow my choices down just a little bit, I might be able to actually do something. This is huge piece. Oh, and then the resin. Let's see here. I'm using matte medium, so I'm going to have to dry pages as I do them. I'm wondering if I shouldn't just put the paper towel down and then work around the white bits. I want a place to put a pocket so it's fairly secure. I don't want the pocket to be too big because I don't want it to be overwhelming. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, wow. I just love that. All right, so if I put this piece of paper towel down and put a pocket over on this side, then I can put some stuff on top. And then let me put this other piece this way. And let me cover this whole side with paper towel and mess around with that. I think I'm going to only put one pocket on so I can put stuff in a pocket and kind of collage around it. I'm liking this as a background. It might be too busy, but we'll see. Let me chop off some of this paper towel. So it's the right size. I'm going to cut it right there. And right here. Sorry, I'm trying to measure this. I don't want to waste anything. I've got so much stuff, I can't waste a centimeter. Oh, I'm a crazy person, I know. So let me, do I want to cut that? Or do I want to, yeah, I want to cut that. I want to cut that so I can put the pocket on. So let me chop it off. Where's the top of this thing? And let me chop it off here so I have a piece to work with. This is so pretty. The little gold shimmery bits in there. Can you see that? Isn't that cool? Love that. All right. And then I like this one on this side. Actually, I might need to do that one. I like this house better. It's got more pinks in it. But I need, I'm going to make this a pocket, so I need it to be, sorry guys, thinking out loud here. Let me chop that one off. That's really cool right there too. That's a nice light color. Oh yeah, I like that. So let me chop that off right there. Chopping it off. All right. So where am I going to put the aluminum foil? I forgot about the aluminum foil there. All right. So if I do that and do that and make a pocket with that, and then I can collage on top of that, right? I think I'm going to put the resin inside the pocket. I don't know what to do with it. Maybe I'll collage some stuff on the back of it. I don't know. I kind of like I like looking at it. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with it. Let me keep that up here where I can look at it. All right. I do want those ballerinas to be showed, to be able to be seen. But I do like that. So let me do some matte medium. Get the mess out of the way and get that down. And maybe I'll put some aluminum foil underneath it. I just love those ballerinas. I don't want them to be lost. I might have to put them over here. I might have to make a pocket so that you can see them on this side. Oh, you'd be able to see them against that. I could washi tape it here so it flips up and I can put stuff in the pocket and then collage around. All right, let's see here. I do think I'm going to put this stuff down and put stuff on top of it. It's very dark, but I can lighten it up with stuff. So let me put that aside and let me just get these down here so that we can get them starting to dry while I make a pocket. Get a base down here and put stuff on top of the base would be good. So I'm going to put some matte medium down. And I've never used paper towels. How much matte medium? I am recording. Thank you, Vicky. Oh, Vicky, BR, Vicky. Sorry, I didn't see you come in. Okay. Open sesame. Thank you. I haven't used it in a while. It didn't want to open. Do I need a thin layer of matte medium for these paper towels? How much? Or do I need a thick? Because I've never used paper towels and I don't want them to come back up again. Let me know so I can do it right the first time. me get that in the crease. Is it going to soak up the matte medium? I'm not going to put matte medium on the top, but I probably will need matte medium to attach stuff. Did I put enough on? Oh, I don't need much. Did I put too much on? Okay. Let's see if it's, of course it's drying now. I think it's a pretty thin layer. Get it on there before it dries out anymore. Okay. See, make sure I got all the wrinkles out of it. Get it down there, put my brush in the water so it doesn't dry out. I needed to get, I might have to put a little color on there because I didn't get it right to the edge there. Let's see here. Make sure I got it all down there. And I probably need to trim it off now so I don't start putting, I didn't get enough on the corners here. Let me get some more matte medium going because I let it dry too much before I got it down there. It's not sticking. If it's not sticking, maybe I can move this because it's white spot right there is making me, and of course that's the only place that it's stuck. All right, so let me put a little bit down on the corners here, get it stuck. Get it stuck. A little bit more here. Just a tad bit more. So the background is nice and stuck to the paper. All the corners and all the sides that did not get got. They didn't get got. Is this one okay? Yeah. That one was still, uh-oh. We're losing the bird. Put a little matte medium on him. Losing the bird. The bird's coming up on the other side. All right. So I think we got that pretty well glued down now. And I'm going to trim off some of the excess just a little bit just so I know where my borders are for the page so I don't start putting stuff off the page. Can't have that. Of course it's wet so it doesn't want to cut. Uh-oh. I think I need a little bit more right there. Seems a little floppy. Flopping in the breeze. All right. It's hard to cut wet paper towel. Sorry. Fussy cutting of any sort, obviously. I can't talk and cut anything at the same time. It's a very quiet business. Very serious. Very, very serious. All right. So let me get my little bits out of here so I don't glue them someplace they don't want to be. All right. I kind of got some ragged edges right there, so I need to trim them up just a little bit. All right. And that needs a little bit of glue right there on the corner. I'm going to do it with my hand, just so I have just a little bit. Because I want that glued down underneath the pocket really well. And that's down, up. That needs down, stay down. Okay, so we'll let that dry. Might have to heat gun it a little bit, but let me make this pocket. Let me get a wet one out here so I don't get stuff all over these transparencies. All right. And my paper towel is all over the scissors. So let me clean those up while it's nice and wet and easy to get off. All right. All the matte medium off. Hello, Miss Aromatica. Yes, I remembered. Glue some of the trims. Yeah, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Hopefully, I'm gonna fix it. All right, I just love this paper. Let's see. I don't want the pocket to be too big, but I would like a good amount of gusset on it. I am going to get my ruler out, and I am going to fold this. I don't have any wet spots anywhere, right? Make sure it's all dry. Don't want to ruin anything. All right, I want this on the bottom. So I am going to make my pocket, my bone folder out here. I want a good amount to glue the pocket to the page, and I want the pocket to have a little bit of room in there to put stuff. So I'm going to make sure that I don't make it too tight. So if I fold it over the ruler, that's going to give it some thickness to put stuff into the pocket. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm making a roomy pocket to put on there. So that is that. And then I need the sides to be fairly, I want enough to glue it securely, enough paper to glue onto the page so that pocket is not going to go anywhere. So that is, I'm going to make that about, and I'm working, my space is too small here. All right, I'm going to make it quite large so I can get quite a bit of glue on. And again, I'm going to fold it over this ruler so there's plenty of room in this pocket. So I need that right there. I'm worried about this white space right here. That is very distracting to me and I don't like it, so I might have to fix it before I go much further, but let me go ahead and make a little mark here where I want to fold this paper. I want it to be there and there. So I am going to fold that, and that might be too much. I might have to cut just a little bit of that off. So here is my pocket. Let's fold it up so we can get a look at it. Here is my pocket. That's looking pretty interesting. I do like that, and it's exactly the size that I need. So I like that. I am going to cut just a little bit off this one side because that is just too much stuff to glue on. And for the pocket, I don't need all this stuff in the corner. So, hi Janet. So, I am going to cut a little bit of an angle and cut the corner bits off. Just like that. Right to the corner. So that when I glue it on, it folds in much better. Do I have that crooked? I must have that side crooked. See how it goes down? It doesn't go up. Do I have it crooked? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's fix that. And it's a little too big now. Let me cut just a little bit more off that corner so it'll lay a little bit flatter, and a little bit more off of that side of the corner. Get rid of these little pieces and bring it in just a tad. See what we got here now. Yeah. There we go. We kind of got a slant. The piece of paper was a little slanty to begin with. I think that's what's throwing me off just a little bit. So we don't need the ruler anymore. Put that away. What I need to do is get rid of this really whiteness. And I think, should I use yellow? Let me use some yellow. I'm just going to use an ink pad and kind of put some yellow in there. And maybe some of that pink. So it blends just a little bit. And I think it needs, I have some espresso. Let's get a sponge and darken that up just a tad so my eye does not go directly to all that whiteness and make me crazy. We don't want to be any more crazy than we already are. Sorry guys, I need to look at chat. Give me one sec while I'm trying to fix this here, because you're probably telling me not to do this. What do we think? It's not as dark as it should be, but it's not white anymore. We like that. I might need to use a little bit something darker. I don't know if this espresso is not being dark enough. There we go. There we go. Now I can put some yellow on there because I covered up all the yellow and all the pink, but it works. So it's not so blurry anymore. If Eileen was here, she'd be telling me what to do. All right, and you know what? I am going to add a little bit of color on the bottom of this page, just in case my glue job is not the best, so I don't have that white showing and making me crazy. There we go. Just so I know. And let's just color in a little bit of, actually we could put some of this other stuff here inside the pocket. We could use more stuff that way. Yeah. So at least, and I think I need to trim that just a little bit more on that side because I can see that. I want it to be tucked in nicely. I don't want to see it. And I'm kind of seeing it right here. I didn't go right to that corner. That's better. So then I won't see whiteness there. And just to be on the safe side, just so I don't see any white there, I'm just going to put some ink there and get rid of the white. So then I won't see it at all. All right. So when you're doing a pocket, you want to do the sides first and then the bottom so that when you're putting stuff in, it's not getting caught up on the bottom piece. So always do, when you're doing pockets, always do the sides first and then make sure your bottom comes up, kind of like that. I'm going to glue the bottom to it. You know what? I might just use my finger. I might have a little bit more control. I am going to glue the bottom to the top there. Make sure that that's nice and secure. And you can see, well, it's not going to glue. I might have some problems here. You can see that the pocket is not completely flat, that since I rounded it around the ruler, it's going to give me more room to put stuff into the pocket if I can get it all under control and glued down. It's going to be hard to get this glossy paper glued. I might have to do it in stages. It doesn't want to take the glue. Oh, coloring the yeah, you're right. I do need to do that too, Kat. The top of it so that that doesn't show. I need another. Okay, this is not gluing. I might need some tacky glue because this doesn't seem to be holding. Let's try some tacky glue. Actually, you're right. Let me put some color on the, Kat said I need to put some color on the top of this pocket so that we don't see any of the white on the top either. Great idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that myself. Just so the whiteness does not show. And I'm just going to do the edge here. Just like that. All right, so that's taken care of. So let me use some tacky glue here. See if we can get this pocket glued in. It's going to be a problem if I can't get the pocket glued in. Oh, that's really sticky stuff. This is going to work. It's going to work. I'm determined. All right. So let me hold it there for a little bit. See if we can get it to stay. Hello, Elizabeth. And Army Mom Sutton. So this seems to be working a little bit better for this glossy cardstock. Okay, so that kind of seems like it's working, and I really want it to make sure, I want to make sure that it is going to be well stuck and not going to come off. So I am going to just use this tacky glue to glue the pocket down. Make sure I got quite enough so it stays down really well. Kind of smearing it around so I don't have lumps so that all the glue attaches before I put it down here. Get a baby wipe because this is getting messy. Really messy. Okay, let's get down here. I need a dry something just to press it down for a second. My glue cloth is getting really dirty, but at least it's dry. All right. So maybe I should put some clamps on this for a second just to see if it will glue down. Let me get rid of the bone folder so I can find it later. There we go. Hi, Angel Bug. We got lots of people here today. Thank you, everyone, for being here, watching my struggles with this stuff that I've never used. All right, so that's where that pocket is going to go. I might need to glue it again. I can do that later. Let me look at that. Yeah, it's coming up. I might have to just glue it later and put some clamps on it and let it really dry, but at least I know where that pocket is going to be now. All right. And I can work around it and I can fix it after we're done. I like this resin stuff. All right. Oh, look how cool that is. Ah. Okay, and I want to make sure I'm going to put the paper towel to the side because I've got plenty of paper towel. I like I've never used wax paper either. I've never used a lot of this stuff. That, I don't know if I'm going to make another pocket. I think I just want one pocket. But I do like this aluminum foil. I like it. It got crunched in the mail. delicate stuff. I like that. I want a piece of that somewhere. Maybe over here. I kind of want to keep a big piece of it because it's really pretty impressive as a big piece. It's just really cool to look at. Very cool to look at. Things like wax paper and aluminum foil you tuck partway under other things to help hold it in place. Okay, I can do that. What I think I'm going to do, I just love this aluminum foil. The wax paper is pretty interesting too. Let's start ripping. Start ripping, people. Start ripping. It rips really straight. Let's see here. I like that. I'm thinking I'm going to do these larger pieces and then play around with some of these small little bits. Oh, look, she would be really cool up there. I kind of want the ballerinas down here so that I can see them against this pocket. I still don't know what to do with the resin. I like this stuff. I might just put it in the pocket just to so I can look at it. So I can pull it out and look at it. Let's see here. I like the ballerinas. The rest of this is kind of lost in the background. If I put the ballerinas on this side, oh, here we go. We can put them, these three, underneath aluminum foil, and we can see them. I like this. All right. And then we can figure out what we're doing on this side. I'm not so sure about if she fits with ballerinas. I do like the leaves and stuff, though. These would be cool, too. But maybe too busy. Some of these little bits are almost too light now. Is this tissue paper? It's thicker than tissue paper. It's kind of cool. This would be cool. What else do I have here that I was thinking about using? I'm not going to use the napkin. Let me get that out of the way. I don't have a place for the napkin. What do we have over here in the bin? 4 bits. Some green would be kind of cool. That's too busy. But I like these patterns. I like this. Let's see here. I kind of want it, since everything is, it looks like tree. It can't be real birch bark. It seems a little bit thicker than tissue paper, but it's got to be some kind of hi Judy Patootie. So it's got to be paper. It's stronger than tissue paper, that's for sure. It's got to be some kind of... All right, so we really don't have room for this piece, so I'm going to put that to the side. Really, I might use some of that for accent. I really like this color. Too many choices again. Too many choices. I can't decide what to do. I've lost the houses in the background. I really like this. I really, really like this. I really want to use a nice big piece of aluminum foil. So let me get some of that. Maybe this side, it's a little bit more yellow, and might be able to see the little ballerinas just a little bit better. Let me get the edge of this undone a little bit so I can use it like that. I want a big piece. Let's see what that looks like. Let's get it flat. Need an interesting shape. I don't want it real square. Okay, and I kind of want it in the center a little bit so I can put things over it. That works. I like that. A little bit more to the side. I'm going to take a little bit off the top. Because I like the way those ballerinas right there look with that aluminum foil behind them. This one is out on the side. And let me put that transparency up here. I think I'm going to attach the transparency with some washi tape. So let me get the foil in just the right place to be behind these little ballerinas so we can see them. And that looks like it is right there. So I am going to get some matte medium and get that down. Do I need a lot of matte medium? Hi, Laura. You're doing a giveaway. All right, let me do, I'm trying not to move it. Put some of that matte medium down. Make sure I got it. Enough stuff. I just don't want it to move. I want to make sure I've got some of it anchored so that I can get the rest of it glued down. Oops, that's probably way too much. Way too much. What else am I going to glue down? I kind of like this little piece in the corner, so let me put some of that over there. Oops. Get it down. Uh-oh, folded that over. Get it down. Let's see, what else are we going to put on top of this? Oh, that is so cool. Make sure it is down. So cool. All right. Let's try not to get the glue off of, or the paint off the aluminum foil, please. I need to let that dry just a little bit before I mess around with it too much. I need to put some other little bits. I like the looks of these leaves. And so I'm thinking I want the leaves there, and while this is still kind of wet, we got 3 of these little babies. I need to make sure I'm not putting stuff like that. I want those ballerinas to be all be able to be, I want to be able to see those ballerinas for sure. For sure. That's my main concern, is being able to see those ballerinas. Let me put that up just a little bit. Like that. Oh, here's another one of these little leaves. Maybe down here. I don't want it to be too distracting. I want those ballerinas to be really, really be able to be seen. Oh, we can put that over there. I like that. What other leaves can we put on? Brown, green. I don't want it to stick out too much. That's almost too busy. It is kind of a cool leaf, but he's almost too big. And we kind of need some focal point pieces. Oh, the words. I forgot about the words. The words would be cool. And I need a place to put a name. Uh-oh, that wax paper's coming up. Forgot about the name. All right, so let me get these leaves down while it's still kind of wet. Oh, I haven't put the plastic down on it yet. So it's fine. I haven't put the plastic down. I'm just kind of seeing where it goes, so that I kind of like this leaf too. This leaf needs to go somewhere as well. I want to, I think I'm taking off some of the paint off the aluminum foil. So I want to make sure before I dry it too much that I've got everything that I want on there. So let me put some glue on these leaves and put them where they need to go. And then I will dry them in place and then place that plastic transparency. I'm all about that transparency. All about it. Let's see, where did I have that? Make sure everything's down. Glue it down. I don't know where I had that. Glue these down over here. These are really hard to glue. I need my glue magazine out. Where is my glue magazine? So I can get glue on the leaves. There we go. There we go. Is that how I had it? Yeah. All right. Is that down? Let me get these leaves over here done. Yeah, I like the leaves too. The leaves are really interesting. I never use this kind of stuff. I think I have some, but I just never, I like it. I mean, I think I've bought it, but I don't think I have ever really used it. Don't know why. I've got glue all over my hands. Do we need another leaf over here? Not really. Kind of like it just the way it is. I'm going to put that away and get the glue off my hands. Uh-oh. That little bit of leaf is coming up. Right there. Get that down. A little bit right there. Get that down. All right. All right. Let's dry some. Oh, that's coming up a lot. Let's get some of that down. I don't think I got enough glue on that little baby. So there. Now he's all down. All right. All right. Judy, this stuff is from Theresa, Mountain Dreamer. She sent all this stuff to me. The foil is colored with alcohol inks. She did that. She's challenging me to use stuff that I've never used before. You know what? We've got this piece of aluminum foil with alcohol inks. And before that dries too much, I'm going to put some underneath. Just like that. Because I like it. Put a little piece over here. And then get more glue underneath there since I brought it up again. Yes. Theresa is challenging me. That pocket is coming up. I'm going to have to put it on later. And I am going to put another piece of this foil right over here, just so I can see it. That's way too much gel medium again. Here, let me get my brush out. Let me get the brush out. We got stuff where we don't want stuff. All right. All right, so let me get the glue off my hands. And it's a very busy page. You like it, Vicky? It's very busy. I don't think I can add more stuff to it. I've got so much stuff to use and I can't seem to bring myself to use it. You know what might be kind of cool? Since I've got this pocket, excuse me, I can add some little miniature collages on some of this other stuff and put it in the pocket. I'm devious, very devious. And some of these words would be kind of cool too. I do need a place for Theresa's name. Uh-oh. I could probably put it here. I like the words, maybe not so much the pink. But live, dance, love, true. Oops. Still got stuff on my hands. Things are sticking to me. I like this tissue paper stuff too. Too many choices. The green leaf is neat. You know what I need to do is just make some little mini collages on these little bits. With some of this other stuff. Try to find that life card. I don't see it now. Oh, that's a cool leaf. Why didn't I see that? I like these. There was another, there it is, right in front of me. Oops. That's kind of cool too. Why didn't I see that? I need to dry this glue before I put more stuff on it. I might need to go wash my hands too. All right. All right. All right. I need to focus here. Oh, look at it. It's got an and on the back. How fun. Yes, I need to make some little miniature collages. And let me put some words down. I like the words. I like the words. Like the words. Oops. Like that. I am getting glue all over. And it's kind of drying on my hand, so it's getting really sticky. All right, I do like that. Let me see if this is, it is definitely not drying at all. And I will definitely have to clamp down that pocket and really get it glued down there, but at least I know where it lives. Okay, I need to wash my hands because that is not getting any of that glue stickiness off. Monty. Hey, Barb. So this is what we're dealing with. Do we like it? Look at all the shimmer, the shine, the colors. There's a lot going on. A lot going on. And I'm running out of time here. This is really been a little difficult. So let me see if I can get this up here dry. Sorry, I forgot to say I was going to use the heat gun. I realize I'm running out of time here. I really want to get this done. This has been an extra special challenge. Most of this stuff I've never used before, so I want to get this dry enough so that I can add that transparency without getting anything over it. Oh, I just love that aluminum foil. Look how cool that is. Isn't that the neatest? This background, can you hear me? Sorry, I need to get it dry so I can get the transparency on. The background is paper towels and aluminum foil with alcohol inks on it. Wax paper. This one right here is wax paper. Make sure the other side is not getting damaged here. Okay. Just dry enough to deal. It's still sticky. Yeah. So that shimmer, that's aluminum foil with alcohol inks. So this is napkin or paper towels, and this is wax paper. Okay. So I really want to put these guys on here. Just like that. And I have some washi tape. I think I'm going to use washi tape because I could probably use that as a hinge, huh? I would need something. I'm going to use washi tape because I just don't think. Where's my washi tape? It's right here. I think it's just too much. And I think I want. That's too pink. I don't want it to be too busy. Here's a nice black with just a little pattern to it. Can hardly see that. So it doesn't really add a lot, and I think that is our winner. And I will probably have to add this with some gel medium as well. See if I can do this. I don't ever work with transparencies, so it's a little awkward here. Let's see if we can get it down without it. Having trouble. I'm having a little bit of trouble here. All right. I might have to use some gel medium on it, but I will do that later. And I'm going to put it right there on the top so that they come down, and I can lift that up like that. I am going to put, I've got these little letters. They're in silver though. I need gold. I might have to rethink that. I might have to put her name on here a little bit later too, after I find some little gold letters. I think the gold would be better with the gold in the collage. I will have to glue that pocket down better. And I'm probably going to put the little wish tickets in there. And this piece of resin in there. And I like this little transparency. And I'm thinking I probably have to put the leaf in there too. And I am thinking I want to make a little collage with this card, but I'm thinking maybe I've done way too much already. Wow, that's a double-sided coolness. That can be put in the pocket just as it is. And add some little pictures to it. I'm running out of time. I never did get to use this. Oh, I might have to put that in the pocket too because it's really cool. And a really neat color. I have to cut it. Put something on the back. Collage some stuff on the back. Maybe some of this paper. I'm running out of time. I like these little bits. There were just too many little bits to really pick and choose. I didn't realize I had that leaf because that would have been cool on something. So I want to make these little collages to put in this pocket since I made the pocket. And my page is not dry enough to put name on yet either, so I'm going to have to do that after it dries. And it's probably going to take a while to dry because I put a lot of matte medium on it. A lot. Like really a lot. So, what else do we have in here that I can make little collages with? So much stuff. So much. Like I said, please, oh, a nice little quote. Oh, and we need to put the bird in the pocket. Love it. Oh, and that's pretty too. I didn't see that before. Way too much stuff, Theresa. Way too much stuff. I want to use it all and can't. Oh, and this clock. That is really a neat piece as well. There's going to be too much stuff in this pocket. Way too much stuff in the pocket. Let's see here. Let's use some of that stuff. I just want to put that, I should put something on it. We put a leaf on it, and But today, maybe the bird. Wonderful. Bird is cool. And I do like this stuff. Let me cut a piece of that off and get my little glue book up here. It all belongs together, Theresa. I have to put it together. It's got to go together. It lives together. I like all the different stuff. And so I'm going to put some of that paper, this birch paper stuff, and that is really cool stuff. I kind of want it not glued down just so that I can feel that again too. So what can I put? I am going to put these two together. Put them together. Kind of like that. And then I got glue on the top of that. Trim that. Okay, I need another baby wipe. I am getting glue everywhere. It's all over my hand, so I'm getting it everywhere as I touch things. So I am going to cut that off. And cut that off. And I got a little edge. I didn't line it up well enough. So cut that part off. So I got this little insert that I can put in a pocket because I just love that. Hi, Eileen. Hi, Elizabeth. I just love the colors and stuff. So I'm going to put that in the pocket. I like this paper and I want to include that somehow. I guess I can put some of that on here with the bird maybe. Sorry, I've got quite a mess going on over here, don't I? I'm sure it's very difficult to see what I've got going on. Probably way too difficult to see anything, so let me remove some of the stuff that I'm not using. The flowers are just, they're very cool, but they're just not going to work for me today. All right. And that out of the way. I like the bird and the wonderful. So we're going to kind of trim him a little bit. Just a little bit. And we're going to trim up the wonderful just a little bit. I usually, you know why I don't use these store-bought Tim Holtz ephemeras is the cardstock is too thick for me. It's really I like a little bit thinner papers. So I like that. I'm going to glue that down. So, Laura, if you're still here, you need to put your link in because it's getting to be about that time. I'm going to put the bird down here. I am going to put this crown on the bird. Whoops, other side. Oh, there's pink bits. I didn't see that before. It's got little glitters on it. I missed that. Laura left? Okay. Somebody else can put the link in for her. She said she was doing a giveaway. Everybody's going to want to go see that. Don't know what she's giving away. I am going to put, let me trim off the bottom so it looks right. Kind of better, a little bit. Put that on there. And I am putting a little bit of this, whatever this is, this cool stuff. I am going to attach a little bit of it to this card and put it in the pocket. So I've got a bunch of stuff to put in the pocket when I get the pocket fixed. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm probably going to cut it off. But I just want that, a little piece of that. I kind of want this piece in here too. And this guy is going to go into the pocket. It probably needs a little bit more collaging down the side here. I like the watch just as a cool little piece. This leaf is cool. The ice resin is really interesting. The other transparency and the wish tickets, they're all going to go in the pocket. All this stuff. Thank you, Elizabeth. The the tissue, the birch is, this is what Theresa is telling me. The birch is Tim's birch tree background stamp on his blank tissue wrap. That's really thick tissue wrap. Really? I guess that's why it's so expensive, huh? Wow. We like us some Tim Holtz stuff, don't we? He's got some good stuff. All right, so all that stuff is going to go in his pocket when I get the pocket glued down. And I might even have to put the and in there. I like the and too. And, oh, and the saying, the pocket's going to be full. It's a good thing I made a large pocket, a large-ish pocket, because it's going to have some stuff in there. And I need to put her name on it. That is really cool stuff. All right. So all that stuff is going in the pocket because I like it. And I want to make sure it gets dry before I do a whole lot more with it. I'm going to have to flatten it out and put her name on. And I think I'm gonna call that done. What do we think? What do we think? Is that, we've got a transparency that we can move so we can see that really cool aluminum foil really up close. I think it's a collage, but it really doesn't have any rhyme or reason to it. It's just stuff put on. But that's where I am. And that took me 2 hours to do. 2 hours. It was a little bit of difficulty using some stuff that a lot of this I've never used before, so it was a little bit difficult. But I think, I mean, I like it. I like it. I hope, Theresa, you like it. I need to glue that down because that's coming up. I need to glue the pocket down better. And I'm going to put all that stuff in the pocket. It's going to be a lot of stuff in the pocket. A lot of stuff in that pocket. But I can't help myself. Well, I might have to because it might be just too much stuff. It might be too much stuff. It is too much stuff. I probably have to take the leaf out. And maybe the clock. I don't know. Maybe the tickets won't fit in there, but so there'll be all kinds of stuff in the pocket. Do we like it? We like it a lot. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you like it, Theresa. And like I said, I am gonna put your name on it, put a date on it, but I'm gonna have to wait for everything to dry and get that pocket on and the transparency on really well before I put any more stuff on it. I really want it to be dry before I start putting letters and stuff on there. So I'm going to take these stuffs out while it's drying and do that. I want to make sure the pages are really dry before I put the other bits on there. So it might take a little while to get it to dry. And that's not staying on at all because it's so wet. So I really like it. It's really different. It's really something I've never used most of this stuff. So I've never used any of this stuff. Glossy paper, I've never used wax paper, I've never used aluminum foil, I've never used paper towels. I don't think I have ever used the store-bought ephemeras. So I've never used any of this stuff, and I don't usually use matte medium either, so that's tricky for me. But I really like the way it turned out. Thanks, everyone. Thanks. I will try to remember to tweet a picture of it when it's all finished and all the name and everything is on there, on the pocket and everything. If I do not have a picture tweeted in the next couple of days, Theresa, please remind me and I will get a picture out for you and everyone so they can see it. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for watching a recording and watching me struggle through all the unknown stuffs that I've never used before. That aluminum foil, that's interesting. That's interesting. Third, Terry, I didn't see you come in. Linda, hello, hello. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. I didn't know if I could pull it off there for a while. I didn't know. I really struggled there at the beginning, trying to figure out what to use and how to use it and where to put stuff. It's really a thick page. That paper towel is really thick. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Theresa, for sending so many challenging things. And I will be putting some of the leftovers into the giveaway that's coming up. So I am going to stop the recording. Thank you everyone on YouTube for putting up with me struggling with this collage. Thank you for watching.